Here we are, OneNGlen checking in. Today we're going to do a tool review after our truck install of the upper control arms and the shocks. So we're going to do a tool review on all the power tools that we use and what we thought were pros, cons, which ones maybe outperformed the others. Take it away, 2M Timmy.
Well, we'll start with the Metabo because we don't have anything that really compares to it.
Correct.
Just what our knowledge is. So this was one I bought for work. I used at work and now I have at home. It works pretty good. I've used it to align heavy motors and everything. We use it here in the small tight areas. It's about 200 and something to 400 something pounds of torque on it. So it's a nice little mid-range and it seems to work really great. I know you should avoid Porter cable and Cobalt for sure. Cobalt has issues getting the sockets on and not having the strength. And Porter cable has a tendency to show more torque than it really actually does and doesn't give you the strength that you need.
What does one of these run?
This, the tool by itself is $300 and you got to buy the battery and the charger. So
all right.
A lot of this stuff comes with tool only. So depending on what your setup is, that's probably what the tool you want to go in. This one's got the more expensive battery.
I personally thought this thing was our best tool yet today. For today, for the job we needed, this thing was able to get into all the small spaces. We were able to do all the upper control arm bolts where we could not bring these two big dogs in there to tighten it. So this thing has quite a bit of torque and I was super impressed with it. This will be next on my buy list.
Now, the one thing nice about Metabo's a real good name, and I can't think of the name of the company who's bought them now. They usually make the cheaper tools, but Metabo's a different brand, even though they own them. This has a multi-volt battery, so you can go use it from 18 volt to 36 volts, so it's all interchangeable. So that's kind of nice if you've got a lot of Metabo tools that are cordless.
The bomb.
Like I said, that's the bigger battery, the 5-hour. So coming to these two, the DeWalt and Milwaukee.
We didn't really use these much today.
No,
actually, for this job.
But we're also using them a lot. They're both similar. There's people that are Milwaukee brand owners and there's people that are DeWalt owners. But one thing about Milwaukee and DeWalt, the chargers are interchangeable. Like example, I have DeWalt's tools, and this is why I'm getting DeWalt tools because I started out with them. All the batteries are interchangeable. So if you have one charger, instead of having to buy a new charger for the battery, the 20 volt will fit in the 12 volt charger, vice versa, and they'll all charge together. If you have the newer tools with the brushless tools.
Yeah.
They both have excellent strength. They both have this one has the 4 amp hour battery, this one has the 5 amp hour battery. This one's an 18 volt, the DeWalt's are 20. So there's not really too much I can say what's bad on them. This is going to be more your preference, and you'll never go wrong with the DeWalt or Milwaukee or Makita.
Yeah, I agree. They both work good for what we needed for them today. They both had plenty of power. They were pretty good. Both are brushless.
Which the brushless motor is better, it gives it more strength.
All right, those are good. All right, out of our regular ratcheters.
All right, so we got 2 ratchets here, and I'm going to tell you the Milwaukee blows out this Kimmo by far. I was doing research online, and people were rating the Kimmo higher. All right, so
we're real world testing today.
Right, so I just wanted to buy it out of curiosity. It's not as expensive as the Milwaukee. Any power tool is going to be pricey for a lot of people, but it's not as expensive. So what I'm coming to realize is people are rating the Kimmo have no idea on turning tools. And they just they liked it, it was a good price, and they used the turn one screw. This, it's not bad.
It's not bad, we used it quite a bit actually.
Quite a bit, yeah, used it quite a bit on the smaller sockets and everything. So it's got a nice little strength for around. But where you get the more power is definitely the Milwaukee's got more power, more torque. Everything else, the Milwaukee's a little bit more heavier.
Yeah.
That's a downfall with the Milwaukee, where the Kimmo is lighter. They're both 12 volts, but the Milwaukee is heavier, so it's more bulkier. They both got a light on there, so you got a little light. We're working in the dark. Both got metal handles, and they both have battery indicators, as you can see. and they both lose battery about the same amount of what we use today. So the downfall with the Milwaukee would be it's heavier and bulkier. The Chemo's lighter, more easier to handle, but the Milwaukee has got more torque, more strength power, and a good old quality tool. If I was gonna pick one to buy, I would go with the Milwaukee all day long over the Chemo.
Yeah. I would agree. I would say definitely Milwaukee had a little more torque to it, had a little more oomph. Both these are both awesome. This bad boy, winner of the day. I really like that thing. A little, if you can see the size difference here, it is quite a bit smaller than both of these. And let me tell you, it packs a punch. So I like this. I'm going with this one next.
So, and Makita, DeWalt has that, Makita has that, and Milwaukee has that size. And those are Metabo, I would definitely go with. Milwaukee obviously go with, and DeWalt would go with.
Yeah.
And like I said, whatever charging system you have, it's going to be interchangeable with your brand. And that's probably what you want to stick with. That way you don't have 15, 20 chargers throughout your garage.
Yeah. All right, so that's our thoughts on the power tools that we use today. OneNGlen, 2M Timmy, checking out for the day. Peace, YouTubers.